What's up, you guys? Slim here, Team Symmetry, here on my good friend GalacticGod's channel, and I'm here to do it back in the day. I know everyone's been saying bring back in the day, and I wanted to do something special for you guys. This is a very special video, very important video just for myself, because I'm going to profile my favorite deck, one of my all-time favorite decks from back in the day. We're going back to 2007. Back in 2007, I was only 16, so this is a long time coming, and we're gonna go all the way back to YCS, not YCS, to SJC, excuse me, SJC San Mateo, where David Rodriguez got top 8 playing Demise, and that is the deck I'm going to profile for you guys. It has taken me this long to finally complete the deck. The reason being is that I chose not to go on eBay, not to take the easy way out. I wanted to see if I could actually gather all these cards. A lot of them were easy to get. There was one card in particular that took me forever to get, and I actually just got it over a week ago, and I'm now able to finally profile the whole deck for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. It was known as Demise OTK, one of the most consistent decks in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, and one of the most crazy decks in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. It just like it was a bitch to play against. There's no way to deny it, but I absolutely loved it. Being only 16, I wanted to play the deck. Of course, I couldn't play it. I couldn't get all the cards for it. I played against it. I beat one. I lost to one. The deck's just really powerful, but I'll show you guys some of the cool combos it does and how fast it OTKs. This was David's own version. This was a version no one else was running, and I really loved it. I thought it was awesome, the innovation that he brought to the deck. So I hope you guys will enjoy this as much as I enjoy profiling it for you. So back to 2007, you guys. Top 8, Demise OTK, David Rodriguez from SJC San Mateo. So here we go. So of course, the 3 Demise. You don't know what Demise does. You bring it out with Advanced Ritual Art or any of the ritual cards that you may use, but this deck only plays AVA. And all you do is you pay 2,000, destroys every card on the field except itself. So it's really good. It's like, it was like the original Judgment Dragon. It's awesome, and I finally got the original ones. It's crazy. Basically, and it's 2400, so you would just blow up the board, and then there were other ways to OTK them from there. He also ran 3 copies of Doom Dozer. The reason being is that you use Insect Knights with Advanced Ritual Art to bring out, to special summon Doom Dozer. He also runs Trade-In in this deck, so Doom Dozer's pretty live as a level 8. Not only that, he ran one of the most obscure cards I've ever seen in the deck, a 3-Metal Armored Bug. This was a really hard card to get because this card is all the way from Ancient Sanctuary. I don't know if it ever got reprinted. This card is just a vanilla level 8 2800 beat stick, and basically it was another way to just to AVA. You could AVA with the 2 Insect Knights, or you could AVA and just send 1 copy of this and then get your Demise out. Really awesome that you would use cards like this, that the fact that you were using Demise and this together was just absolutely insane. It just led to so many quick games that the games would, like, I mean, like, you would just OTK them so quickly, like, it didn't even matter, and you'll see why when it comes to the spell and trap removal. So that was it for the level 8s. On to the ritual engine of the deck. The 3 Manjus, to get Demise or to get Advanced Ritual Art. 2 Senjus and 1 Sonic Bird, just to get all your pieces for your combo. This was a combo deck. You just wanted to get to your Demise cards, because the faster you got to Demise, you were probably going to win the game, and you just held your spell and trap removal, and then you just killed them. Effect Veiler did not exist. Maxi did not exist. Gores did not exist, Tragodia did not exist, Battle Stoppers did not really exist back then, so it's crazy to think that what a deck like this could do. It was one of the cheapest decks out in the game for the fact that it could just OTK out of nowhere, so it was really cool. And just building it up, like if you played against this deck and you saw this card coming down and you saw them getting AVA, you knew you were playing Demise, so it's pretty crazy. But that was for the ritual engine to get all the monsters. And now finally, this is the card that took me forever to get because I wanted original ones. 2 Great Maju Garzette. This card has been just a thorn in my side. I could not find anyone, and I mean anyone at my locals, anyone at school, anyone I ran into that played Yu-Gi-Oh! No one knew A, what this card was, B, where it was from, or C, that it even was a card. I know that sounds crazy, but this card was from Dark Crisis ages ago, I know. And people were wondering, why is this card in this deck? Well, it has a very simple effect. For those of you that remember, the attack of this card becomes original attack of the tribute monster used to tribute summon this card. So in case people were wondering how you OTK'd them, you would just use Advanced Ritual Art, bring out Demise, blow up the board, use Swing of Memories, bring back Metal Armored Bug, tribute that for Great Maju Garzette. Maju Garzette would go to 56, since 2800 times 2 is 5600. 56 and 24 was 8000, so it was instant game right there. And I'll show you guys that combo real quick at the end. So that's what took so long. But shout out to my boy Sen Saker, the Saker named Sen. We went to a locals called Strike Zone, I believe it was in Novato, and I looked through their rare box and they had these, and I just snagged them up. I'm like, I have to have these. I need to make this profile for you guys. So really glad I got them. It was awesome, and it's it's great to have a replica of this deck here now in my possession. So back into the monsters. The two already aforementioned Insect Knights, you use them just because there are other ways to summon Demise with Advanced Ritual Art. They also work for Doomdozer, so really good. And then one Marshmallow. He teched one Marshmallow because, you know, why not? You know, you can burn for 1,000. Sometimes it's all you need to win the game. It was a good stall out card if you didn't have a lot of outs, so really good card. It was better than Reaper in some sense because you could burn them, and I guess burning them was the main thing. So that's it for the monsters. Onto the spells. Of course, the most important card, 3 Advanced Ritual Art, gets out Demise. Extremely consistent back when there were 3. This is like, if this card came back to 3, I'd find a way to just play this deck because, you know, why not? Like, why wouldn't, you know, why wouldn't I? I love this deck so much. I mean, granted, it would do nothing with Effect Veilers and Max C's running around, but, you know, who cares? The ability to OTK someone is awesome, so. AVA, 3 of them. He also ran 3 trade-in. He has 9 targets, you guys. I know it's crazy. Most decks never have that many targets, but Demise itself is a target. You have the 3 Doomdozers, and you have the 3 Metal Armored Bugs. That's 9 targets. Trade-in is very consistent in this deck. It's just great. And then the 2 copies of Swing of Memories. So Swing of Memories lets you bring back a normal monster, and it's destroyed during the end phase. So basically what you would do is you would just Swing of Memories back either an Insect Knight, but your main target was the Metal Armored Bug because you could just advance Ritual Art, send it, and this was ways you could just steal games. You could just Swing of Memories, bring this back. This is 2,800. This is a big beater. You could blow up with Demise, bring this out 24, 28. You know, a monster. It's like game, like it's crazy. But the main combo, like I told you, was with Demise. Was Demise this and yeah, Demise and this and Tribute for Great Majigars, and you just won the game like flat out because that was 8,000. So it's pretty crazy. I'll show you guys how that works later. But yeah, that was like the kill combo basically. Now on to the rest of the spells. This is their spell and trap removal, you guys, for 2007. So you want to talk about crazy. 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Giant Trunade, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. That is a crap ton of spell and trap removal because Heavy Storm, you guys already know, wipes the board. Trunade sends everything back. Typhoon gets rid of that pesky last back row that's in your way. The fact that you could have all of this at your disposal was insane. Setting back row was very scary, especially with Trunade. Trunade is basically game. Trunade, AVA game, basically heavy AVA game. There were so many ways to just get game because of this. So we have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons now, but this is what they had back then, all those years ago, so it's pretty crazy. On the rest of the spells, 1 Megamorph. Good card. You pay with Demise, so your life points are usually lower, and you could use this to steal games and just make your monsters huge, so I like the card. 1 Swords of Revealing Light because you need to stall. You know, you could stall to get your cards, and it was just good when your opponent had pesky monsters you need to get rid of, so Sword was always good. You could always just Demise, blow up, and then, you know, just win from there. 1 Premature Burial because it's Premature Burial. So that was it for the spells. Then to the traps, 1 Magic Cylinder. Back then this card was just the nuts. Obviously, 1 copy of Mirror Force. I always liked it when it was at 1. I kind of wish it was back at 1 just because, you know, just for sentimental value. 1 Torrential and 1 Gravity Bind. Those were like the 4 main traps. Gravity Bind was good just because you could stall out. You couldn't take any damage, and then when you finally had Demise, you could blow up. So it was just a really good stall out card. So those were the main traps. And the last thing that he attacked was 3 Threatening Roars because you're not going to attack. You're not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to get my Demise combo off, and I'm going to win because of it. And if for some reason it doesn't win that turn, you know, you're going to try again. I'm going to T-Roar you, blow up again, and attack for game. So yeah, so that was the main deck, you guys. It was 41 cards. So back then they didn't believe in the 40 cards thing. I know a lot of players did, but some people played 41 because there was really no difference. So that was the main deck, you guys. I'm going to have a link below to the TCG printout of the deck list that I got it from. That's where they have it. TCG player has it. It also has his side deck. His side deck was basically just a burn conversion side deck. It was just, I guess, you know, like to go into time, you just win because of, you know, burning with like Ojama Trio and Lava Golem and Secret Barrels, all Just Desserts, all those cards. Like you guys remember the Cyberstein deck? It was basically that kind of same side deck. It was a little different. No wave motion cannons, just more chain burn stuff. But before I go, I'm just going to show you guys a little quick combo that was basically the kill combo. There were multiple ways to do it, but it just involved you having just kind of any real, kind of like this, and then if you could sometimes open like that. Like those could be just the 4 cards, and yeah, that's basically all you needed. So basically all you would do is you'd play Advanced Ritual Art, you know, you'd want to summon Demise, and then you go into your deck, and then you just dump the Metal Armored Bug. Put the Metal Armored Bug in the graveyard. So simple. Bring out Demise. Activate Demise's effect. Pay 2,000. Blow up the board. and then you would use Swing of Memories. Swing of Memories would bring back Metal Armored Bug, and then you tribute Metal Armored Bug for Great Maju Garzette, and then that was it. That was 5,600, 2,400, 8,000 game. There were other things you could do, of course. You know, you had ways of summoning Doom Dozer. The way you special summoned it is by removing from play 2 of the insects. So when you would go Advanced Ritual Art, you could send the 2 Insect Knights. Like, you never really wanted to draw them, I noticed. Like, even playtesting this deck, I actually played this deck a couple days ago on Yugioh Pro just for fun because I wanted to, you know, I like playing old formats, and this was just one of my favorite decks because it was so fast, the matches were so short. So what you would do is you would send the 2 Insect Knights, and then from there, you could just remove them for Doom Dozer, and then that was another way to win. You could, honestly, you could even do this. You could just bring out Doom Dozer if you had this engraved, and then special summon this, and then attack with everything. There was other ways of doing that. There was just so many ways to, like, to win because of, you know, cards like this. But another thing is you could just tribute this for Great Maju Garzette. If you were going for exact game, Great Maju Garzette was your card, and that's why I needed this card for the deck profile, because it was one of the best cards in the deck. So yeah, so that is it, you guys. That is the 2007 SJC San Mateo Demise OTK deck. David Rodriguez, my favorite, probably, definitely one of my top 5 favorite decks of all time. People always ask me what my favorite deck is. Everyone knows it was Rabbit for like the current times, but back then, like, man, like all I could think about was getting this deck. I don't know why. I was just absolutely obsessed with getting this deck and wanting to play it and wanting to just, you know, have so much fun with it because, you know, I was 16. I thought that, you know, OTKing, winning on the first turn, winning on the second turn was how you're supposed to play the game, and it was, it wasn't a great mindset. You know, obviously I learned since then, but it was just the fact that this was so powerful. It was just like you couldn't stop it, and there was no Veiler, there was no Maxi, there was no real way of stopping this unless, like, you know, if Trunade resolved, you won the game. If Heavy Storm resolved, you won the game. If you Typhoon their last back row, you won the game. It was so awesome. And I mean, that's just, you know, that's just me being a little kid again because I remember this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. You know, thumbs up for Demise. I know a lot of people aren't gonna like this deck because they're gonna remember the days they played against us and, oh, such a bitch of a deck. But, you know, this is just for sentimental value and memory. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.